6:32 now, and more than 90,000 JCPS students are waking up this morning ready to hit the road for their first day back to class. Be mindful of that with the extra traffic in those school zones. Got Brooke out at the Academy of Shawnee this morning. And Brooke, the majority of our kids are going to be, like you, masked up and in the school in person.
Right. Out of the 96,000 within JCPS, 93 of them by far are going to be in person today. Talking about the 3,000 others who will be staying at home in that Pathfinder program. That's the virtual academy this year for JCPS. And Dr. Carmen Coleman, a big supporter and advocate of what's going on with the Pathfinder. Yeah. Just kind of talk about where we are in the process. We're still looking for teachers.
We are still looking for teachers. Every student will have a teacher. I don't want anybody to worry about that, but we are still hiring. That enrollment at Pathfinder continues to grow. We have over 1,200 elementary students there who have registered in the last 2 weeks, and we know that for many this is really a health, they're really afraid, and so we are so happy to be able to provide this option, and it will be a great experience.
And for those that are going to be in person, the experience is hoping that they'll have more of a normal school year. That socialization, the mental health obviously is a big deal.
Yes, it really is. We are excited that so many of our students will be back with us in person, and there's no substitute for that kind of energy. So we're excited to see them later today.
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much, Dr. Coleman. I know she's got a busy day, a lineup of a number of students, even the red carpet's getting rolled out here at the Academy of Shawnee for all the students coming in just after 7 o'clock this morning, Rob.
All right, Brooke, good to know. So unfortunately, we have to talk about the possibility of a COVID case in these schools. How's the process going to go? What's the district going to tell us about what a quarantine might look like if that's the case?
And they do have everything in place as far as that plan moving forward, and it all depends if you are a student or staff member who's vaccinated or not. So starting off, if you are an unvaccinated student and you've come in contact with a COVID positive person and been within 3 feet for the last 15 minutes with them, you will have to quarantine. Now, vaccinated students won't have to as long as they're not showing any symptoms. If your student has been in close contact with someone who tested positive, JCPS will let the school nurse know. She will be letting you know, and then that's when you'll get to do that online instruction similar to NTI. That's not a part of the Pathfinder program. And if students are in a situation where they cannot be separated like lunch, district leaders are working on solutions.
The plans will be individualized based on the numbers of kids they have coming back and the space that they have. But they're working to do everything they can to spread kids out as far as possible, knowing that. The other thing we've talked to them about is looking at cohorting or having students eat in pods or groups so that they're with the same group of students, so that when somebody has to quarantine, it doesn't impact a large number of students.
Now, the district has also said that it'll be updating its COVID dashboard online for all parents, so you have direct access to that COVID spread throughout the schools, and you can see where it's happening day by day, guys.
Good information to know. Thanks, Brooke. And with a ton of schools going back today, you'll probably see a lot of the buses driving around town too. JCPS says, believe it or not, they transport 65,000 kids twice a day. They got 771 different routes. So that's a lot to keep track of, and it might feel a little bit overwhelming to know where your kid should be and when. So in order to help you with all these questions, JCPS has put together a bus hotline that you can call. It is now open, and it'll help you get your kids to school on time for their first day. So you can call 502-485-RIDE to get more info on that.